to the $100 MBA Show. Whether your business is just an idea in your head or it's your whole life, we got something for you every single day with our daily 10-minute business lessons for the real world. I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online. And in today's episode, you will learn why everything is marketing. Marketing is not a department in a business. Every single thing you do affects the way people perceive you, your business, your brand, and your products and services. I'm going to explain why and how in today's lesson, but I'll also give you some insights on how to make sure you're marketing your business properly in everything you do. Don't make the mistake of a lot of new entrepreneurs who think marketing is something that you do rather than a culture in your business. I get into all the details in today's episode, so let's get down to business. Today's episode of the $100 MBA Show is sponsored by Media Temple. Media Temple's grid service has been the web hosting choice of more designers, developers, and creative professionals than any other platform. That's because a single grid account can host anything from your portfolio site to 100 different client projects. And the grid is ready for anything. Hundreds of servers working together to make sure your website is up and running at all times, even if you suddenly hit the front page of Reddit. And as a special offer for $100 MBA listeners, use promo code MBA25 for 25% off web hosting. Go to MediaTemple.net and enter promo code MBA25 to save 25% off web hosting. Again, MediaTemple.net, promo code MBA25. If you don't have a marketing department in your business, don't worry, that's a good thing. That's because you shouldn't think that only certain people are responsible for marketing in your business. Believe it or not, every department, every aspect of your business is contributing to the marketing of your business. Not just customer service, but accounting for that matter. Marketing is something everyone on your team should be doing 24/7, 365 days a year. You see, every time you communicate with anybody, it's a form of marketing. Every time you answer an email, that's a form of marketing. Every time someone uses your product, that's marketing. Every letter, every word on your website is marketing. Even if you're in a physical business, in a restaurant, whether you have a special surprise at the end like dinner mints or even toothpicks, that's marketing. If you're in the service industry, how your customers receive invoices, how easy are your invoices to read, that's marketing. Recognizing that these small things are more important than which Facebook ad you should run will definitely put you ahead of the competition. I think you could start to see where I'm getting at, but now that you know what I'm talking about, that everything you do in your business is marketing, how do you make sure it happens? This is where clear and transparent communication comes into play. You need to make this very clear to every single person that's on your team. Ideally, you should make it clear to them when you're going through the hiring process. This doesn't matter if you're a team of 2, a team of 10, a team of 1,000. Everybody on your team should understand that every interaction is a form of marketing. So for example, here in our business at the $100 MBA and Webinar Ninja, all our team members understand that every way they communicate with our customers and everything they do that interacts with our customers is a form of marketing. With Webinar Ninja, my developers know that the way they roll out and release certain updates, the way that's shown in the actual software, that's a form of marketing because you want return customers. Our customer service department obviously knows the importance of marketing, not only with customers that are asking questions about the product before they buy, but also when they are customers. The consistent politeness, the empathy, and also genuinely caring. When your customers feel like you really genuinely care, it's very hard for them not to love you. This also extends to our blog posts. What are some of the things that we're talking about? What are the things that we stand for? What are the things are we saying? What are the things we're not saying? This defines the image people have in their head. So it's very important to communicate with each individual that's in your team and let them know what their role is when it comes to marketing, quote unquote. They might be in accounting, like I mentioned, and they might be saying, I don't understand how I'm part of the marketing strategy. But they are. If a refund doesn't get processed properly, you better know that that's going to be an irate customer that's going to tell everybody they know. Trust me, when a customer has a bad experience, they're more likely to tell more people than if they have a good experience. So if it's not immediately apparent to the person that you're talking to in your team, make sure you explain how they're a part of marketing. Now, we all know that social media plays a big role in marketing, but what about the way you interact on social media? How do you answer questions? How do you let people know that you actually care? If somebody tweets something out and mentions you, you should reply and let them know that you appreciate the fact that they're listening to your podcast or watching your videos or reading your blog. It makes a huge difference when people actually see that you're making the effort to reach out to them, that you're a real person and there are people behind the actual business. When you go to conferences, do you take the time to chat with people, shake people's hands, ask them about their business, ask about what they're doing, get to know them as individuals? I find that this makes a huge difference when you connect with people on a personal level. It's one of the main reasons why Nicole and I go to conferences, is to connect with the people that are in our community and the people that we haven't met yet and understand who we're serving. Now, this is not some sort of deliberate marketing scheme where I only go to conferences so I can talk to people, make them feel good about themselves. No, I genuinely care and want to get to know the people at these conferences. You don't want to be sitting in your office all your life and never really meet the people you're serving. It's also nice to take online relationships and really make them real in the real world. Now, up to this point, I'm talking about interacting with people that you actually like, people that are treating you nicely, your customers, your audience members, people that are tweeting out at you. But the real merit of how you market yourself with the way you behave is how you treat people that don't treat you well. When you get a nasty email, when you get a hater, when you get a really irate customer that's really acting very unprofessional, how do you handle that situation? My advice, kill them with kindness. Acknowledge that they're upset and let them know that you're upset, that they're upset, and handle it with professionalism. I can't tell you how many times I replied in that way to an email like that, and how many times I got a reply where they're completely apologetic and they're kind of ashamed of the way things went down. And on my end, I'm like, no worries, it's okay. We all have bad days. But your job is to be professional. Your job is to be the best you can be and present yourself in the best light in everything you do. Guys, I got more on today's lesson, but before that, I got to give love to today's sponsor, Vistaprint. Right now, Vistaprint.com is offering 500 business cards for just $9.99 exclusively for $100 MBA listeners when you use my code MBA at checkout. That's 500 business cards for a price of a cup of coffee. That's insane. Business cards are essential. They're still the fastest way to let people know about you. When you meet somebody in person, it's just easiest to give them a business card. They can check you out later on, check out your work, and get in contact with you. And Vistaprint makes it super easy for you to upload your own designs, your text, your colors, your backside, your logo. In fact, we use Vistaprint ourselves for all our printing needs, especially our business cards. And you could check out the business cards we made with Vistaprint on our resource page. Just check it out, 100mba.net/resources. I love Vistaprint and I want you to try them out. And it's a perfect time to order some business cards right now with this exclusive offer, 500 business cards starting at just $9.99. That's 50% off the regular site price. Just go to Vistaprint.com and enter promo code MBA. Again, that's Vistaprint.com, coupon code MBA. Guys, I want to leave you with one more insight for today's lesson, why everything is marketing. If you want to improve your marketing strategy, if you want to improve your overall brand, then work on improving your character. Some of the best entrepreneurs I know, the ones that have the best brands, are the best actual people I know. They're caring, they're kind, they're generous. They have the right attitude. They're not stuck up, they're not arrogant. Nobody likes arrogance, and they can smell it a mile away. So be mindful of your character. Sometimes when we get a little success, we start to change. You got to be careful of that. Keep your ego in check. And obviously, this is a reminder for myself as well. We all started somewhere, so you might be speaking to somebody who's just getting started. Make sure you show them that you get that and that you genuinely care. It doesn't cost anything to smile. It doesn't cost anything to be polite on an email. The point here is that the experience that people have with you on or offline, in person, has a lot to do with the experience or what they think of your business. This doesn't matter if you're the face of the business or not. Once they know you're associated with that business, it's hard to detach those ideas from the brand. Think about it. How many times have you met somebody that rubbed you the wrong way or wasn't really that polite? And then you realize they're the founder of this company or they even work at that company. You can't help but have a tainted image of that business. All right, guys, that wraps up today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Guys, don't forget that on the weekends, we have Q&A weekends where we answer your questions right here on the show. If you have a question you want to ask, just email us at contact@100mba.net, or you can send me a tweet. My handle is BizRepublic, B-I-Z Republic. Guys, tomorrow's Free Ride Friday, where we give away a free ride to the $100 MBA Training and Community. Everybody who leaves us on iTunes rating and a review enters our weekly random draw. We love giving away a lifetime membership to the $100 MBA. It's our way to say thank you to all you listeners who have given us support through iTunes, with your reviews, with your ratings, with your subscriptions. Thanks a whole lot. And tomorrow's lesson is, do press releases work? We'll be talking about that. Things have changed over the years. We'll see if they still work. But until then, I want to leave you with this. With the internet, with technology, the world is becoming much smaller. It's a lot easier to get to know your target market with social media, with the way we can advertise. There's no more middlemen. If I want to create and publish a commercial, I could do so on YouTube, and I can put it up on Facebook, and I can put it up on Twitter. If I wanted to put up a video commercial 15 years ago, it would be very, very difficult. I have to go through the networks. It would be extremely expensive. So marketing has gotten easier in that way. But the flip side is that because the world is smaller, because everything is so transparent, you can't hide behind your business anymore. Who you are will resonate with other people. And remember, you're trying to attract your target market. So some people will love you and some people will be indifferent and some people will just not care for you, and that's okay. But the point here is that don't hide behind the screen. If people don't feel anything, then they're not going to resonate. All right, guys, that wraps up today's lesson. I'll see you in tomorrow's lesson, Free Ride Friday. I'll see you then. Take care.